So when you hear the words animals in research or animals in labs, I wonder what that conjures up for you, because if you're anything like me, it's probably associated with some pretty uncomfortable feelings, maybe distressing, maybe a sense of powerlessness. What I can tell you about those feelings, or really not wanting to feel those feelings, is that it really kept me in a state of paralysis around this for literally years. And the good news is that over the last couple of years, I've realised that it doesn't really need to be that way. And I used to think, companies that use animals for research are really big companies, and there's surely nothing I could do that would make them do things differently. And in fact, there is a national code of practice which applies to research establishments using animals. And in there, when I read that, it talks about the need to rehome animals wherever possible and where in the best interest of the animal. So, this has given us a great opportunity to speak with research establishments about how they can achieve better outcomes for their animals at the conclusion of research. I mean, we're not here at Liberty Foundation to stop animal-based research. There are other groups doing a fine job of that. What we're here to do, our aim, is to make it possible for animals to come out of research establishments and go on to live good lives. The reality is that most, not all of them, but most of the animals, certainly that we've rehomed, would have in the past been euthanized. I mean, that's what's happening now. But over the last couple of years, we've managed to rehome around 250 animals, all from research facilities. They include rats, mice, lots of guinea pigs, some fish, and a dog. And we know that we can rehome thousands more. Yes, it's true that it's just a fraction of the animals that could potentially be rehomed, but what we say in response to that is that that's what makes our animals so special. I mean, they're the precious few that are proving to us time and again that animals from research establishments can transition very successfully to living in the community. At Liberty Foundation, we treat all animals as individuals, and we find the best homes that's going to suit their needs and their personality. You might think that all lab rats are the same. I guess many of them are white with pink eyes and they look kind of similar. But that's where the similarities end. These little guys are the party animals of the rodent world. They're here for a good time, not a long time. Some of you would be familiar with one of our rehomed rats, Banjo, who is featured in a lot of our videos. He's a remarkable rat who brings so much joy to his young owner, Grace, and is a great example of why we exist. And then there's Buddy, who came out of a research establishment at the age of 9, a dog who's now living happily in Sydney. He's well known in his neighbourhood and is happy to walk to work every day with his owner, becoming a valued member of the team and bringing joy to everybody that he meets. So on today's email, you can see the first annual update that we've produced for supporters, and that outlines our key achievements over the past year. And they are humble achievements, but you have to start somewhere, and for us, the time is now. So if you feel that you want to, or like me, needed to, offer support to animals in research, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. I mean, you might imagine that, there's lots of volunteers and people setting up Liberty Foundation. Actually, there's not. There's 3 of us directors who all work full-time jobs outside of this, and a group of wonderful, foster carers and adopters who've taken animals from us over the past couple of years. But we really need volunteers to help us to grow and to help us to form new relationships with more research establishments. So if you do feel motivated to help, please just click on the button below this email and let us know more about you. And I'd like to sign off with a quote today, and this quote's probably been used by every animal welfare group around the world at some point, but it's a good one from Aesop. And the quote is that no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And we have a rabbit coming out of a research establishment next week, and this is a new research establishment that's trialling us with 1 rabbit. And for us, that's a small act of kindness, but I can tell you it means a great deal to that rabbit. I hope that I'll be speaking to you again soon. Thank you.